Hey everyone, it's John the Audio Archivist here in the middle of the night. I'm going up to my radio show right now, and I hope you can hear me through the frogs and the wind. But yeah, here we go.
TomGreen.com.
What do you say we go on the air?
Hello everyone. Hey, Tree Frog. Tree Frog Radio, hey. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there, Tree Frog one. Tree Frog Radio, 89.1 on your monophonic FM dial. Hey, it's the Audio Archivist here.
So what have I been up to? Well, I've been checking out something that I'd maybe like you all to check out too, if you happen to have a computer handy and you happen to like a little bit of fun comedy sort of stuff. Have you ever heard of a guy named Tom Green? Remember Tom Green? Remember Tom Green? I remember Tom Green. Tom Green, you know Tom Green. Yeah, Tom Green. You remember Tom Green? Tom Green. Okay, Tom Green. Okay, go to your computer and go check out tomgreen.com. No www. Just tomgreen.com. Punch that in. And Tom Green has been, for about a year and a half, has been doing a talk show out of his living room. Yeah, out of his living room. It was about a year and a half ago he started this thing up with the idea of the convergence of the internet with television, creating the Webovision. Have you ever heard of the Webovision on the national internet?
Hey there. I just thought I might maybe give you a little tour of the radio station in case you haven't seen it all already. There's not really a whole lot to look at around here, but there's a few things to see. That's pretty bright. So, there are frogs, of course. That's what we're called Tree Frog Radio. And we're called Tree Frog Radio for, I guess, the apparent reason that there's frogs all over the place.
Recently, Tom came up with the idea of getting an RV and loading it up with gear and taking it out on the road and doing live shows from the road. And they haven't really decided where they're going yet. But I was just talking to him last night, and yes, I talk to Tom on a semi-regular basis, I guess. See, the interesting thing about his show is it's not just a regular talk show where you get like 5 minutes for the guest and then they take off, you know. No, he's, you know, someone sticks around for an hour or more, and they take calls and on his home phone at his home. You can call him at home in his living room and talk to them. Let's see, I've talked to Rob Schneider from Saturday Night Live. He liked my beard. I talked to Eric Roberts. He was pretty nice. And I talked to, what's the other guy? Brian Austin Green, his name was, from 90210, 90125, anyway, whatever that show was.
There's frogs. There's little froggies everywhere, and I can show them to you here. There are quite a few things here. There's little frogs, you know, little frog candles, little frog things, little crab. And,
yeah, what am I getting to here? Yeah, Tom Green's going on the road, and they don't quite know where they're going yet. And I don't know if you're a Tom Green fan, or even if you're not a Tom Green fan, play along, okay? So, yeah, my plan is to maybe try and get them to come to Vancouver Island. Because I was talking to him last night, like I say, and then he was saying, you know, send some videos in and maybe I'll come. And then a couple other people from Vancouver Island called up live and talked to him for an hour last night.
So, my plan is to maybe see if he can come up here.
I don't know how to make it happen necessarily, and I don't know if you're into it, but if you have any ideas on how we can get him up here, if maybe you want to email me at audioarchivist@hotmail.com with your suggestions or ideas. I'd like to make some videos with some people in the vicinity here of our mystery location, which shall remain nameless on air. Where are we? We're somewhere in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the middle of somewhere, somewhere in the middle of the water, somewhere in the middle of an island, somewhere in the middle of British Columbia, somewhere in the middle of Canada. No, not on the edge of Canada. I guess we're really on the side of Canada. Well, are we beside Canada? Are we beside ourselves? Where are we? I don't know. But I do know that
You gotta have your collection frogs. Everyone brings in their own music here, I guess. Little toys and things. Whoa.
yeah, I'd really like to get him up here and see what happens. So here's to hoping that happens, and I'm gonna bug you about it later on tonight. Yeah, I'd love to get Tom to come up here, and it's entirely possible because there's enough people around that like him up here. You know, most of his fans are Canadian, despite the fact that he lives in LA and does his show out of LA. And I don't know, he had a whole. I mean, you know, he's done. He was in Charlie's Angels. He did Freddy Got Fingered. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I know you haven't seen it. Doesn't matter. But you've seen the guy. You know who he is. Anyway. Let's make a TV show on the radio. What do you say? Anyway. Getting ready to go on my radio show again. Hey everybody, I'm on the radio again. TomGreen.com. Have a look. And I don't know what you're doing, but if you're listening to the radio, I have an idea of one thing that you're doing, I guess. If you're listening to me, then you must be listening to me. Wow, I'm psychic. Or psychotic. Just gonna mention again the TomGreen.com phenomenon. Yeah, TomGreen.com. Have a look. I'm kind of happy about the whole thing.
That's essentially what our station is.
Because I'm kind of a friend of theirs, I guess, in a way. If you see me on the site, I'm all over that site. Been on the show 3 times. Anyway, all I have to say other than that is, you should go check out TomGreen.com. 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 He might come to Vancouver Island, and if he does, I really want to rally him to come to Denhamwood. Denmanistan? Stan? Stan the man? I don't know who that is. So now this is going out over the air to everyone on where we are. And
we go about 40 miles in all directions, I suppose, 50 miles maybe, if you're lucky. We've had someone come say they heard us about 200 miles away, but they had a whole whack of antennas everywhere in their place. They have an array of antennas that they can pick things up for thousands of miles in all directions. Ooh. But,
there's a radio station on the island here, and I'm in it. And you're on it. And that went out there. And it's all going out there. And you can go out there too, if you come here. Yes, I'll say it again if I haven't said it before. Check out TomGreen.com because I'm all over the site and I've been on the show. And if you know Tom Green, have you heard of Tom Green? Sort of a shot comedian. He used to be a Canadian. I guess he still is. Kind of got famous and did the big Hollywood thing. And he's doing a talk show out of his living room in California on the internet. And he's about to do a road trip. And the idea is they want to borrow an RV from someone and come to their town and start filming some things and do a live show out of the RV for a couple of weeks and return the RV clean and working, and they just don't have any money to do it, so they want to borrow one and see if they can get one from someone. Have you got one? I know there's people on this island with buses and things that they're not using right now, and they won't be using for a few weeks. If this is you, please,
TomGreen.com.